Alright. We are back. Wanted to get on sooner, but things kept us from doing so, unfortunately. But we are here doing post MSQ for Heavensward. Looking to save Estinian or something. But right now we are looking for Thancred. Alphino has given us some sketches. Pretty neat. He's got quite the hand, apparently. Oh, man. Good old Marsh Champ. What's up, man? Where's this last guy? Grimold! Grimold, I have a sketch for you. Yes, Grimold. Okay, he seems to have seen something. Kryl! Finished. In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found. Alright. Fair enough. Oh, a fly. Alright. Let's go, my dragon. My dragon, friend. Kryl. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. There's just so many of them. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Herian hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chance to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. Thancred is quite the manly man. So you have heard the same tales. Be that as may, we may yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Telfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market instead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself immersed from the live stream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Yeah, I don't know if those are a good choice of words, Alphino. Well, I was pleased to, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Kryl. Quite right. Alright. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along! Alphino's a perv. Well, conveniently, we're right here, huh? Hello, Vath storyteller. How goes it? Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a naked man. We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. How curious, not just tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey. No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Good, he is a friend of the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Oh. Truly, and you are quite certain it was this man. There is no doubt the flesh and clothed in skins came to us from some isle lost in wheat. He offered meats and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought as much flesh, so skilled was a hunter he was, much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Lothasnath not long ago when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana is returned? Well, that didn't take long. It did say that Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? I don't know, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. Alright. Thank goodness we can fly everywhere now. Oh no. Oof, too easy. Too easy. Hello, Earth Sprite. I'm glad you're friendly. Just some explosions, alright.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Hurry. Huh. Ravana was just fighting out here instead of in his lair. Dang, look at them. Wait, 5? I thought a light party was 4. And a full party's 8. They have 5. What rebels? Well, dang. Okay. So we're just gonna leap in after some people we know nothing about. Okay. They have a bard though, so I appreciate that. Perhaps we can sing together. What's up? Oh, ho, ho. We're both peering into each other.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Asians forever.
Oh, no.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
Black-robed Asian doesn't have a name.
Asian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not.
Dang, okay. Oh, the limit break noise, heck yeah. Dang, okay.
So you are the warrior of light. The savior of Eorzea.
Well, I mean, some people call me that.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner. What with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Oh, well, that's just rude, you know?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Shall we show them?
Okay, shall I show them? What the? That guy made quite the face after that happened. Oh, that's totally Thancred. Oh no, he's upgraded in edginess. Don't call him Thancred, call him Than Edgy. Just kicks him right in the face, I love it. He's got one big sword and one tiny dagger, huh? Well, at least we're getting really anime up in here. Well, it feels just like I too am here.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it.
Sporting?
Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness.
He said
Walkers of
it.
a different path. And we shall meet again.
Okay. Alright. Let's have a good time, I guess, huh?
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Well, Crow, I appreciate you saying that. It's been a while, Thancred. A lot of things have happened, just FYI.
Are you all right?
Saved a nation, killed some dragons, stopped a bit Pope guy turning into a god. It's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Wait, so Thancred's an Archon? Huh. But aren't Archons the scholar people? Was he cool? How come I don't get to be an Archon?
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
Gotta be dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic. Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Haha.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides.
Just always gotta be a
Given
little
that
creature.
I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke.
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement.
A man of refinement. Oh yes.
From
Peeky's
them, I
out.
learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Yes. Warriors of Darkness.
Yes. The self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
Why? Because they're called Darkness? Maybe they're just edgy. You don't know.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
But wait. Okay, so they killed an Ascian in that flashback. But then they also got summoned to the moon with an Ascian? So that's something. Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put primals down. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors that attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventures, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Ida and Papolino found me. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merrymen and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling land slaying primals without our knowledge. It would imply gross negligence on our part. That would be something. Speculation will avail us naught. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. But Ofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Amaric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Menfilia. Wait, Menfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with you. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. What are you going to explain? Menfilia separated from me like 2 minutes after parting with them, and then we have no idea what happened. I guess he'll probably fill him in on everything else that's been happening. Like all the targets. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, Wardle. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgar. My thanks, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings. For you and yours. Oh, good. Lord Ravana, who had been so well Gath, has been laid low. Surely once more mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit that God fell by another's hand. Another revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well, regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of the warmth, she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became his lion. Oh, that's nice. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and the glory of man, and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you, who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Amaric's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidofne, shall journey into Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer. We will convey your words to our allies without delay. Heck yeah, brother. It is happening, Asil, whether you are here to see it. Got some thematic rain going on.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
This man just walked up and tried to stab the Knight Commander.
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of Foundation with the tyrant's blood.
Where was Lucia? What was she doing? Gosh darn it.
Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
I like how that guy got him though, which is good. Well, things are not just peachy over in Ishgard, are they? People are not liking the change, I guess. Without a pope, what are they? Oops. Right, let's not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well, forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians and our friends nowhere to be found. It would seem there's no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time, we will find Ida, Peplina, and Amphilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray, do not misunderstand. I do not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I really wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphant moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. Heck yeah. And I will. So then, to the congregation. Congregation indeed. Yeah, what's up? We're gonna find out about Emmerich right now, I assume. You have returned. In this, at least the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Emmerich's invitation. She has. These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Engaged in death. I sleeping off a knife to the gut. Oof. What happened? Will he live? The Churigans tell me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmont and Lord Artorial not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Jeez. Okay. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for everyone we put out, it seems like 2 more startup casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. Tis plain these fires were started by the assassins, conspirators. Until they've been rounded up, there'll be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Well, alright, we gotta go find some awful people not too happy about their post in the church being subverted. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise location where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern. Fires have been reported throughout the city, both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Alfredo, Ishtal, I would have you take charge of the investigation of foundation. As you wish. Tataro can be of assistance as well. Meaning, her made me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Thank her to the sons of the 7th Dawn. And may I say, what a pleasure just to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet. The name's Hilda Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd find a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I'll remain here to coordinate the fire quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray for me immediately. That is all. Alright, we're gonna find some people. Well, we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passerbys. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who could be counted on to know things he or she should not. Isn't that Hilda normally? Oh, the infamous Lord and man alien de Fotomp, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just sort of fellow ahead of man. Capital suggestion. He'll be at the Crozier most like, making an effort to be seen, so let's go and see him. Okay, well. Grizzled I will accept, but old? Dang. Calling you old, Ingrid. Alright. Here on Hard Times, you're still the best NPC name. I appreciate you. Okay, where are we gonna go? Over there. Alright. Well, if it isn't my dearest of all friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old girl? Excuse you. Ah yes, the arson's dreadful business that, and awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. Oh, in case you're wondering why the hop lawn is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmerich's orders, from what I hear, remarkable man, not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Oh no, poor people? In the holy church? My goodness. Actually, old girl, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hopland while you conduct your inquiries. I could offer words of comfort to distressed and despondent young maidens, I'm sure. Wait a moment, I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old girl. I will have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. Call me old girl one more time. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well, if you will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsons. That was not entirely what I'd hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hopland, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Dang. Alright. Priesty boy, what's up? You don't look happy. Come, my brothers and sisters, there's food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Helena's blessings be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother. Pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Lesser men? Okay. Do you require succor as well, miss? Detective, actually. So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. With that, I could do something to aid in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell. May the Fury guide your steps. Well, that's kind of suspicious. He just doesn't want to be around at all, huh? I'm not buying it. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was a smoke everywhere, and it was so hot I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is feeling better after all. Papino, no! Don't do that. Unruffled, okay. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting they looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. We're not for the church's generosity. I don't know what we'd do. Ooh, it's a filling plot. Start a bunch of fires, get people desperate, bring them into the church, and then convert them to your cause. The tale's old as time. Yes, Peppino, I know. Can I jump this? Oh! Okay. There you are. Anything to share? Yeah, priest be sus. Now, if we require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we were to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several fires, including one near St. Ramun's Cathedral, another near the Tribunal of Fort Mercy. Neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Furies. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions, when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Good man. Hey, hippie. Good day to you as well. Hope everything's going swell. Nothing conclusive, of course, but does give one cause to wonder. Alphino will doubtless have an opinion. Oh, I'm sure he will. Cat, I think you're gonna fall off my lap if I let you go. You're too chonky. You're too chonky. Alright, where are we going? To the room. Be with the normal people. Running back MSQ? Oh man. So you've done all of MSQ and you're doing it again? Jeez, that's a time investment. Ugh. I mean, just freaking Realm Reborn and Heavensward has taken quite a while. And then there's... How many more expansions I gotta do after this? Stormblood... Then I think it's Endwalker or Shadowbringer, something like that. Oh, you haven't finished it yet. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes more sense then. Like, I'm sure people do the MSQ multiple times, but man, definitely a lot of time for it. Sounds well valued, not so. Oh, they got a man tied up over here. Okay. Oh, so how far are you into it, Chili? Hermie, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. Oh, suspicious. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go. You've got the wrong man. My, but you reek of oil, and are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose? Dang, but tell me, does arson pay well? Trying to get it done before the new expansion comes out. Oh, fair enough. That does come out pretty soon. I remember, I think they said June, like right after the Elden Ring DLC, if I remember correctly. I wonder if I'll have this done by then or not. Because I will be playing the Elden Ring DLC the moment that comes out. I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me. Look at... What does looking at you mean? Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and said about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. Dang. That's a good story, Thinkrid. In fact, he called you rabbit and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks. He's the one what told me what to keep going. You could buy skips though if you like. I didn't do that myself. Yeah, I do believe I've heard that you could buy skips, but skipping the story isn't something I like to do. Like maybe for like alt characters or something, I suppose that could make sense. But also just hearing like how good the story is, and I definitely am a sucker for a good story. And Heavensward's been really freaking good. It's really only a railway board that had definitely some spots that were not exactly fantastic, but it has gotten way better, so pretty happy with it. Obviously, taking a lot of time, but you know, I guess that just means there's a lot of good story content to get through. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to, with all my heart, said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. He came to me. Oh no. There you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? As long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. Dang. Do what must be done, Hilda. That was incredible, Trinker, but how did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before, a troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. It's kind of sad, actually. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff, must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Yeah, still okay. It worked. Who cares? Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at least confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. Well, we got one guy. Is he supposed to be the only arsonist? That's impressive if he did it all by himself, I guess. Oh, right there. Duh. Never change firm. Lucia, is Amaric better? Or is he still out? On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows one way or another. Well dang, okay. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Lord Artorial, are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Amaric in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring this salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. Well, at least you tackled the guy who stabbed him, that's something. My Lord Artorial, I do not seem to be in the best of spirits. Just little wonder, Master Alphino, his father is widely slandered and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Jeez, true. Pretty messed up. Oh jeez, I haven't... Fending, slaying. How do I know which one to pick? I have no idea. Does it matter? Maybe it doesn't matter? I guess we go with fending. And we just, it is what it is. Okay, let's take a look at these real quick. Strength, son of a beast. What does this say? Does this say to put him on anyway? Nope. Awesome. Oh, well, what can you do? Oh. Well, I'm sure the aiming coffer will be good. Okay, fair enough. That's easy then. Easy enough. I guess I should have taken the coin. Oh well.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Well, let's go talk to that priest.
Conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Hey, Amaric. Good to see you up on your feet.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence.
Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Oh, well, I guess we're finding out right now.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
How?
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond.
Wow. Well, there's our brace guy. All right.
They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
True Brothers of the Faith. That's a great title.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
People do not like to change. Not very often, anyways.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets.
Oh, okay.
I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Is Master Alphinaud in charge of the Scions?
Of course.
I don't know if any of us are really in charge. Just kind of here.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Okay.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
We're gonna dive in from the ceiling. Of course, there's gonna be some plot twist. Eat some food. Alright. Do you need to be let out? Huh, cat? Listen, well, we will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. Only 6? Huh. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thornton VII. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely. Yes, which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Of course they can. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Atwarel, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor. If you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor, are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, sir. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Alone as my witness will bring these fanatics to justice. Alright. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. Alright, here we go. Rescue the hostages. Alright. Mind your attacks and subdue the enemy quickly. Alright. Vault Auditor. Oh, this man's freaking nuts. He just went to go kill a hostage just like that. Dang, okay. That's just messed up. Sir Simonard, huh? They surrounded the Alarum. This is a really cool, like, design chapel, I gotta say. Secure the hostages. Okay.
Down with you!
Well, that was easy. Let none escape. All right. Ew, we're splitting up. All right.
You underestimate me.
Who we got up here? Sir Simonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. The word of a heretic and kinslayer. What do you call yourself? I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the archbishop. I mean, he didn't kill the archbishop, to be fair. That was kind of just me. Unlike you, Sir Mark, I am a man of honor. By my hand he shall receive of the Fury's judgment. So it is to be a trial then. Lord Arthur may leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with him. Dang. Use your moonlight blade. Alright. Okay, we're on a timer, I see. Oh, right there, okay. That's where I gotta click. Oh, I see them. I see them, don't worry. Oh, sorry, cat. I didn't know you were there. Wait. Whoa. Is that a hostage down there? Or am I crazy? I am crazy, okay. We're running back. We're running back. Thank goodness we're barred and we can just increase our move speed. Very handy. Big damage. Oh, whoops. Okay. Come on, Simeon. Surely you can do better than that. We're off. Took melee upstairs when he saw you kill his men. Well, that's messed up. So he starts to lose, runs off.
Where is he? Where is he?
Okay, he's just gonna hold a, is that like a child over the edge?
Come no closer!
Like, what do you think's gonna happen? You throw her off, you die. You don't throw her off, you die. Kind of a lose-lose situation for you, man.
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
I like how his name is still just Vault Priest.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Okay, he's kind of nuts, isn't he? Jesus. He actually threw her off. Holy crap. Holy crap, how high up are we? Someone's gonna save her. I believe. Damn, it was a dragon of all things. It was good old Vidofnir who saved her. Okay. I can't say I was expecting that.
What? But
I don't know if the physics checked out on something like that, but you know, quibbles.
Vidofnir!
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Is that fortune? Fortunate for her, I guess, but
thank you for saving me.
hey, she said thank you. Well, good manners.
Thou art welcome, child.
You know, why don't I just hop on Midgard and fly and save her? Oh well. Quick thinking. No. Not my specialty. I just sing.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
Oh boy.
From Bracefelder.
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing.
So Nidhogg is gonna be a problem again.
For your fates are inextricably bound.
And we gotta worry about
What of
Estinian.
Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
Well, that was nice.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Javanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own.
I don't see how continuing a war, though, is exactly going to help either.
I see much of Horsefon you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Aww.
Lord Edmund.
That was very nice. Very neat. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity if it often here cannot stay longer. Well, you know, she's kind of in former enemy territory. Not exactly the greatest place to be. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well, time scarcely does it justice, but one moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians who yet harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Emeric's words. Oh, Alphino, you're such an optimist. I appreciate you. Well, it's only meet that I informed Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Fort Mana. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. A moment. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thackeray seem quite well to you? Held is on the vault and he got on well enough with Hilda. I'm not sure how to put it into words, but... oh. We'll go... He got on well enough with Hilda. We'll just sprinkle some nice gossip there. Although I'm sure choices never matter. Of that I have no doubt. His time in the wilderness did not deprive him of his charm. But that is neither here nor there. What concerns me is his etheric flow, which I fear has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thackeray may no longer be able to wield magic. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have been seemed more sensible to wait. This is still a little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Oh no! Right then, I should be on my way. Kral may have charmed Master Matoyo for now, but who can say how long it will last? Then again, I guess like it's just probably traveling for him is probably the problem, because I don't think we've ever seen Thancred use magic. At least not in combat or anything. And it would be your fault, Ishtola. How messed up is that?
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Please don't give me another shield, I can't handle it.
An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
That's nice. I don't know what to do with it, but...
Something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house.
Oh, dang.
Sir Emeric was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat.
Really? Yeah, his son just died. Yeah, totally.
Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zemail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
A knight lives to serve. Oh, that's nice. Either they're the triple dot, not the triple dot.
You sound just like him. I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You are a sister to Horschiffon. Will you be a sister to me as well?
My God, that's a lot. Kind of busy. A lot of primals and other stuff going on.
Come, Emanelaine. There's much to be done. For Father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
Although, you do have quite the dim-witted brother to help you out, so maybe I do need to be around for you.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices
Yo,
we
clickbait.
made, in ways we
Always.
could never have foreseen.
That's what we always want. Eileen the
Born of
Crow.
good and
Hey!
evil, of light
If I'm not
and
mistaken, a
darkness,
Bloodborne reference.
and shepherded by our
And thank you very much for the follow, appreciate it.
Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
Volume help a poor hunter grow. I don't know if that's the right approach to take, Eileen. Urianger, are you still on the moon? Or wait, was he ever on the moon? This is type proof. The Garen Oracles, Apocrypha. No, I think he was just in like their base or whatever. Which game you playing? This is Final Fantasy XIV, going through the main story. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning and of the path we have been set upon. Why did it question mark Elidibus's name? We know he's Elidibus. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Who the heck play Final Fantasy? A lot of people do enjoy Final Fantasy. It's definitely a pretty popular franchise. Can't really deny that. It's a crap game. Well, it's definitely not for everyone. Definitely wouldn't call it perfect either. Button mash. I don't know if I would describe it as button mashing. Guess it might depend on your definition of button mashing. I mean, couldn't you say the same about Bloodborne, though? You're kinda smacking the the dash button a lot in that game, and R1. But I still don't think I would ever describe it as a button mashing game. Everyone has their orders. So what, they're just undercover as refugees? The mess will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody. Thank you, Cat. Do you need to be let out of the room or something? Are you just in that mood? Be right back in 1 second. Alright, we're back. Will I follow you on Twitch? I don't know, Eileen. Don't you think it's a little bit rude to just go in asking people to follow you back if you follow them? I don't know. Would you want the same thing with you? But tell you what, I am open to, if you want to tell me what kind of stuff you do, I'm at least open to hearing about it. Sounds like someone hasn't played it. Hasn't played it, or just, I don't know, played it weird. The global cooldown alone doesn't really let you button mash in this game, so there's that. I play Bloodborne. Do you speed run it, or what kind of... Do you just do normal playthroughs, challenge runs, anything like that? We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. PvP? Okay, that's wild. I don't remember the last time I saw Bloodborne PvP or did anything with it. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them, everyone. I hope they do make a PC version of Bloodborne one day. That would be nice. Oh wait, okay, so if you're in the Bloodborne, like, community, or like, I guess I assume you are, why wouldn't you go into Bloodborne streams and asking people about, like, follows and stuff? Because clearly I'm not there, so I don't know, it seems a little odd. Clearly this is playing Final Fantasy right now. Never happened, we consoles want peace. Well, I play PC and console, I don't... And I think most people don't care either way, also. Alright, so I think that was one big part of the post-MSQ. I wonder how many of those there are for Heavensward. I've given you a follow. Like you're something or other. I wonder why I can't even see that. It's interesting. Well, I mean, supporting small channels is nice and all, but, you know, like, just... I would say you should never, like, go to a channel and, like, asking for a follow and if you follow them kind of thing, you know? I would say if you want to support small channels, find small channels that you enjoy, and then, like, you know, just get involved with either their chat or maybe just even be a lurker, and then maybe if, like... you develop into some little community or something, maybe then they would also want to follow you as well, that kind of thing. Have a more natural relationship with someone. No, you're okay, Eileen. It's okay. And I know plenty of people have done it as well. So, I mean, not necessarily faults in you per se, but I think that's the better approach to take it. And that's why also, like, if you're a Bloodborne player and you're really big into Bloodborne, those would probably be communities that would be really open to that kind of thing. Like helping each other out, supporting each other, like streams and communities and whatnot. By the way, follow for follow and kick is a big no-no. I don't know anything about like terms of service in terms of follow for follow, but I mean, it's like, I don't think most people like are really game for like follow for follows, that kind of thing. And it's not something I'm looking to do either. Asking is not a crime? Oh no, it's obviously not a crime. We've received news regarding Philomen, Horribolder, and Cultinate. Oh, those three random, like, Crystal Breaks people, okay. Random question. I'd like to know about your stream setup. I mean, I can try to give you what I can. I have I would say a probably fairly basic setup, nothing too much. Really, has something happened? No, it's nothing bad, quite the opposite. In fact, it seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Linsa Lamensa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean, and you don't mind being spied on. So I guess just being spied on with link pearls is just a normal thing that we sometimes worry about. Okay. Quite, but what wonderful news to think that our reunion is close at hand. And we got Thancred and Cryo here. Oh, bless. A pleasure to see you too, Alphino. Thancred and Cryo, what brings the two of you here? You could whisper me on Twitch? Well, I mean, if it's, like, obviously not asking anything, like, personal or anything that would be, I guess, weird, you could just say it in the chat. Crime I've been looking at, we might track down Minfilia. That would be good to find her. You have a nice voice. Why you can't try voice acting? Well, I appreciate the compliment. However, voice acting, that's a tough gig. Especially in the US. There's a reason you hear the same voice actors over and over again, right? It's a very, very tiny industry. Very hard to get into. At least from what I understand. We may just have found the answer. When you were fleeing Gold with me, you said that Heidelin spoke to her shortly before you parted. Wait, yes? Yes, she did, Crow. Don't you just love when you hit the wall because of your gear level score? Does that happen? Does your gear level score just stop you? I don't think I've had that happen yet, Shelly, but it's pretty funny, though. It's kind of silly. At least if you're, like, still leveling and going through the main story, that's kind of weird. Okay, man, take care. Well, hey, yeah, if you don't want to ask anything about the stream setup, If you're gonna be on your way, hey, have a good night or morning, whatever time zone you're in. Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Heidelin commanded her to remain behind. Commanded her? Okay. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace. A lingering disturbance in the ether or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found, the background, where you felled the ultimate weapon on the side of my personal ignominy. Okay. Oh, because it's Thancred. You're at level 630, 613, you need 615. That's pretty silly. So why you need one piece of gear? Twas there that Heidelin intervened to shield her from the magic I invoked. Kryle and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether therein. The two of you alone? Well, I mean, it should be kind of destroyed, right? I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I'm confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryle while the patrols pass. Besides, if you come along, who will see it at Flemin's grand homecoming? True. That homegirl. Minfilia's stepmom. When you put it like that, very well, I will trust in your plan. After grinding some tombstones, I sure be okay. Yeah, tombstone grinds. It's a bit of a pain, but at least it's pretty easy at the end of the day. I know not whether this data will yield the means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. To Tarn, will return to the Rising Stones to make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Linsen Docks? Actually, I don't think, I recall you ever saying. What, class do you play in this game? And I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stone. Safe travels. Alright. James says we're buying 650 gear. Oh yeah, then fair enough. We got some accessories to accessorize. Oh, now we can use this, and I assume this will... Yep. So, bracelet, necklace, and a ring. Neat. We take that. Healer, tank, DPS level 90. Okay, so you play all three roles. Which healer, tank, and DPS do you play? Or do you have one that you play more than the other? Because obviously I'm playing Bard right now, but I might swap to Reaper when I can. And then later on I'll probably try Summoner, and then just whatever healers and tanks sound fun later on, probably. How have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. DPS is Reaper. Oh, okay, there you go. Reaper seems like a lot of fun. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I wondered about you all every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tataru found our way to you, of course. We were forced to seek shelter aboard a Heinish vessel. Well, at least you guys got out. Healer is Scholar. Scholar? Okay. I feel like I normally see white mages. White mages, and what are the other ones I've seen? Sage, I think I've seen a lot of Sage as well. I don't know if I've seen a lot of Scholars. It pained us not being there when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we? Consulted and studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. Tank is Paladin. Paladins seem pretty cool. But I've never been much of a Sword and Board player, so when I think of tanking, the other classes look pretty fun, especially Warrior, just how freaking just, I don't know, I guess it's got that barbarian kind of playstyle and just seems goofy yet freaking cool. We would have sent word soon, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance. Your mate plays Warrior, oh, okay. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. Oh, speaking of your daughter, we have no idea where she is. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? My bad. Forgive me, I'm sure you are doing everything in your power to find her. Well, it took a while, but we're trying now. As Thancred must be, he watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. Both tanks have a self-healing properties. Yeah, I've heard that. Paladins and Warriors have healing. I've heard Warriors healing is really crazy. I don't know. I haven't heard too much about Paladins, like if it's as good as Warriors or even better, I guess. I shall pray for a safe return and busy myself in the meantime. For certainty, there is much and more to be done. The brace may have bloodied us, but the path remains. We shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. Nice emo, my guy. To the Scions and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Well, there you have it. To the rising stones. I kind of like tanking in this game, though. At least from what I've seen in the dungeons I've been in, where tanks actually kind of do some damage. And then, as long as they're pressing buttons, the healers can also do some DPS, which is, I think, is just kind of nice. As a healer, you don't have to always heal. You can do damage, and tanks aren't just meat sponges. They get to also do some damage. I've done a lot of raiding and like, wow.
Let us be about our business then.
That's definitely not the case in that game.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out.
Wow, Thancred, you're not going to compliment Kryle's hood ears? Come on.
Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
Thanks, Thancred. Gotta be nice to Kryle.
I see now where Alpha
She's a little person.
Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every Scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future.
I still think it's like got the big brother vibe from Minfilia. Okay.
She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope.
So, you're best friends, and I don't remember Minfilia mentioning you. I don't know.
And neither will I.
But if you say so.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
Oh, going back to Revenant's Toll, huh? It has been a while. Feels good to be home again, to think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors, friends and family with whom we have shared so much. Well, I hope so. God's help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Alright. That guy's got a cool mount, doesn't he? Budlia Galmara. What a name. Who's this guy? Vamatia? Okay. Aliana, for me, it fills my heart with joy to see both hale and healthy. What of Higiri? She is well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. I don't know if I just never really paid attention to these people or if I've just forgotten them. Oh, we could do more with that around here. High front reunions with stalwart companions brings a blooded tear to the eye. Home. To secret oneself in a ship's hold to secure safe passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there's no need to be shy. Pray, grant me a moment longer at least, though I'm happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we have settled in, I would join the search. Good. What in the seven hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona? Why you and the signs, of course. For 1,000 days I trained that I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight beside you. Yet now that you're here, I sense you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me you trained with the Hanish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves, and drunk deep of the souls of mine enemies. Who are the Hanish? I don't know. I guess if it's important, I'll learn. Tataru. Alright, Ida and Papalina are gonna just walk in here. It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. It was the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphino. I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Papalino, every last one. And when they walk through these doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. And with me at the head of the queue, of course. The simple head nod. Thancred and Krog contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into Castro Meridian bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them and Ishtil in Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. And if you don't return with her daughter, you'll just be a dick twice, I feel like. But alright, man. Alright. My apologies, I see I am the last to arrive, so what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there were indeed what appeared to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the ether at the scene of the Ultima weapon's destruction, a ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val, when I believe Heidelin shielded me with the Blessing of Light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Sildi aqueducts. There we detect the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Heidelin, there's no other explanation. But there is more. When I started the site where Ishtola used to flow, it appeared that not 2 but 3 beings had been affected. Yet unlike Ishtola and Thinker, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there and then not there. So she vanished into nothing? Now recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in a sea of ether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that when communing with Heidelin, we briefly leave our bodies behind. Okay. So let us consider the facts. 1. Heidelin interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Ishtela's float and vanished without a trace. And 3. Heidelin may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Heidelin guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul into the ethereal sea? In which case, we must needs continue our search there, for a blessing the means to do so already exists. I speak of the Anti-Tower, a Charlene construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who for another blessing refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Anti-Tower? I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. And we go to Matoya a lot, don't we? Well, not that I have any problem with Matoya. She's a fun lass. She's gotta live at the very bottom of the zone, doesn't she? Matoyas. So long has it been? Oh, what a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? True, we only come here when we need something from you. We don't even bring gifts. It's kind of messed up. Though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Anti-Tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? Who indeed? The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Roll hardly. The Forum foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Anti-Tower was sealed, save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. And it's that door right there? Okay. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Mr. Montoya. We'll do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. You, Baldesian girl, you're staying here with me. I need your help to restore the wards to their original state. The rest of you can go, on the condition that you clean up the mess in the tower. If you encounter any unruly familiars, you tend to them. Those are my terms, and I'll hear no arguments. Fair enough, I guess. Well, it appears the mistress has spoken. Lead the way. Why not? The Anti-Tower. Okay. Regular duty, fair enough. Oh, hey, we get to do it with Thancred, Alphino, and Ishtola. That's cool. However, I am going to go pee real quick. I shall be back. And we're back. Requires an average item level of 180. I'm at 246, so that's good. So at the very least, I'm not getting item level blocked. Hopefully anytime soon. Well, isn't that cool? Nice little skybox. Upside down, okay. Bunch of frogs on floating platforms. Ugh. All right. We're off.
Away with you!
Oh, okay. Did not see that coming. I will say.
With you.
Extravagant platforms that shoot you up. Alright. Why not? That hits hard, that's a really cool ability.
Away with you!
Oh no. Messed up that last hit. Oh well. Unfortunate. Zororago. Alright. Why not? Okay. Alright, alright. Just gotta fight a jumbo frog.
No mistakes.
I have my pride.
Alright, do we get another big one? Oh, we do. Oh, thank goodness. You travel down the up staircase. Okay. Charlie and Mimic. Of course we have mimics. Why wouldn't we?
Try this!
Doorkeeper, huh?
Try this!
Okay, simple enough. Roding Merilith. Oh, we got another Spriggan Doorkeeper.
Try this!
No. Come on. Homunculus. Getting Full Metal Alchemist up in here. Ziggy. What a great boss name. Okay. So, point that at that and it explodes the rock. Okay. Simple enough, I guess. Be gone! Sweet. The upper reaches. Oh no, we're in the upside down tower in Elden Ring. No.
No mistakes.
Oh, what's...
Try this!
Oh!
Try this!
Okay. And then again. Almost there.
Away with you!
Did I speak too soon? Yes, yes I did, as a matter of fact. Ah, they're beating me! Please!
Away with you!
Try this!
There we go. What is this? Circus music and dolls. That's what we're going with. Why not? Why not? Okay, whoa ho ho. Okay. That was feisty.
Like this!
They begin to gather, okay.
Away with you! Away with you!
Oh my goodness. Whew. Before that next little dollhouse shenanigans. Well, we're in a big room now.
Hear, feel, think.
It's not ominous at all. Pull me down.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst. We are the word of the Mother. We, who were once called Minfilia.
Okay. What? What is with the garb?
Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet. Since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Hydaelyn, guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea.
Okay.
There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world.
Okay, but why? Why does Minfilia need to be here? For what purpose?
Do we beseech thee once more? Hear, feel, think. Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard.
Okay.
Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamity, for each moment is a joining.
Oh, really?
Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final.
What is happening?
The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea.
The crystal, like my crystal, like my little crystal thingy. What a shame.
Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
Well,
You've had
that's
another
what we're
vision,
feeling.
haven't you?
We sure have. It's something else.
Let us return to Master Matoya's cave. Everyone will wish to hear what you saw.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna believe me if I tell you, my man. I'm not sure if I believe it myself.
Still in one piece, are we? Well, did you learn anything?
Maybe?
The word of the mother. I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah. She's been made into like some kind
Nor
of
am I. Cryo?
voice for the crystal for some reason. Aww. Thancred's upset.
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Filia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
But then what was the point?
What?
If not to
Why
help.
would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Damn it, Toya, just tell him how it is.
Must you be so ungentle?
She's old. And she's helped us a lot. She kind of has earned the right to tell him what needs to be done.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die.
Damn, true though.
The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I know the truth.
Kinda
which you
sad.
Speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
So we're just not going to speak about what she told us? Just too focused on
Thancred, wait!
Minfilia?
No, this is all wrong.
Okay. she did what she thought was best. Maybe. I don't know. I know that I do to give all of her beliefs was her way. So will we, as we must. What greater calling could there be than to stand against the dark as defenders of the light? And yet, where does it end? The sacrifice, the loss. And we got a toy. Up to the Void Cast Dies Endwalker trial. Void Cast Dies. Not sure what that is, but the trials are pretty cool, so hopefully it's at least awesome. I must ask that you not breathe the word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Fleming. I will brief Taro on what we have learned, as well as Ariancha. He may have insight into what the word told us. As for you, after all you have done, I would say you have earned a rest. Level 90 Primal? Oh, heck yeah. But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Amric while you were away, which would seem he is planning a ceremony of some sort would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. You should pay him a visit. Yeah, I imagine it's a level 90 Primal trial. Which is fair, kind of similar to what Thoradin was. Is my assumption, anyways, if it's called a trial. Which is neat. Too late, though, to try to run it. Yeah, finding groups or stuff like that at this time is not ideal. Oh, I actually have some tombstones I could probably get. My boots. I sure can. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of the downside of being on this schedule. I don't know if you're in the same vein, but so I work the night shift, so this is just my normal schedule.
Pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation.
I was told to come here, if that counts as an invitation.
Good, good. You of all people should be present.
Alright, what am I present for?
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope.
It was pretty
Needless
good.
to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples.
Be working in an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, I mean, I don't know what time zone you're in. In an hour and 30 minutes, that's early morning for me. Which is when I should start looking to be asleep, basically. 11 p.m. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. That's quite the time zone difference, then. Okay. Yeah, I start at 10 p.m. normally, my time for work, so I feel that.
You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance.
11 p.m. start, 7 a.m. finish. Alright, yeah. I get that. Yeah, I usually work 10 to 7:30-ish. Like between 9 to 10 hours, basically. But I worked 4 days instead of 5, which is really nice.
Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
And what is going on with Nidhogg? We've just been kind of not dealing with that problem.
Tis nothing. Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead.
Good old conference. Ideal shift, 4 days on, 3 off, yep. It's really nice to have a 3-day weekend.
The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest.
You wish. Yeah, I mean, would be nice for it to be a more normal thing, because it is really nice. Three days really even allows you to sometimes, like, take small little road trips to, like, see family and whatnot without it being as much of a pain when you only have 2 days.
Lucia is there seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. 'Twould not do for the guest of honor to arrive late after all. Oh, and one more thing. A drink. We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Alright, Emmerich. We can have a drink in that weird tavern that Tatara was always at. Oh, is my character just sad about Minfilia? Oh. The issue I have with Minfilia is that, like, I don't know, I feel like we didn't get to know her all that well in A Realm Reborn. She was just kind of there, giving us quests most of the time, not really doing a whole lot. I'm starting to like all the other sides a lot more. But Minfilia, I'm just like, I don't know. She never shouted up. Yeah, that she didn't. And maybe she just suffers from, like, being a part of the Realm Reborn story, and then she's just not in the Heavensward expansion at all, so it's just... It's like, I don't know. And, like, you never see her fight, you never see her, like, take action to do stuff. So I don't know. People tell you that she's Heidelin's chosen, but you don't, I guess, really see it. I guess until now, when I saw her in her friggin' dress, weird prophet kind of getup. I guess that's something. But now it's like she's not Minfilia anymore, so what was the point? The Lord Commander said you would come. Well, I said I would be here, Lucia. It'd be kind of a dick move for me not to come. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The Masons labor day and night to see it finished on schedule. Sir Emmerich wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the result. 'Twas not my war, but I made it mine, and to see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go rest, I will not keep you. Lucia, just date him already. If you would rather not take a rest, why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest, make your presence known to the people? In addition to those who have come from far and wide to attend this ceremony, you may have meets Lord Artarel and Emmanuel, who have graciously volunteered their services. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you would excuse me, I must needs return to my duties. Oh, I swear, if this is another meeting where stuff goes wrong, it's just gonna be par for the course at this point. Glad to see that the rumors were true. Well met, mistress. I fear not. I have no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, it often remained passed directly over their encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. that would not be ideal. That'd be the twist. Just some random dragoon no one's heard of ends up killing a dragon and messing the whole thing up. Lowborn Youth. What a title. My gosh. Do you know when everything's set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Emmerich was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter too, he's a thinker, he is. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things, and he'll do it by the fury. Me and my friends and family all believe he can do it. I don't know, there seems to be not a lack of heroes, or at least people trying to be heroes in this game. Bloody exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand, we've all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here than the past, so hearing that we're close to a reconciliation comes as great relief. Maybe not calling them heretics, just people who wanted to not be enemies with the dragons might be more appropriate. Or rebels. How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault? Well, for me, it was like 20 minutes ago, my man. If you had told me then that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. And here I am, laboring to make it so. What a good chap. Lord Artar, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may it be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dravanians bound for Falcon's Nest. So a small party's gonna take on a big frickin' dragon, huh? I mean, this might be one of those times. Make stupid choices, get stupid rewards, you know? Fury, take me. They would defy Sir Emmerich's commands if they dare attack Vidofnir. It will not come to that, but to see that it does that, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a lord of House Fortemps present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Emmanuel while I am away? As you know, he has ever been an impulsive, changeable child. He's right there. But recently seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty. A simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear he may abandon his post in my absence. I ask that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausted though that may be. Thank you, my friend. I promise will not be long. Alright. Good old honor, right? You're the best of us. I'm rather busy at the moment, old girl. My gosh, dude. That's so rude. Guarding this tavern, as it were. Oh, I see now. He thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. Ah, yeah. How dare he? But since you are here, mayhap I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guests to be devoured by wolves. I know, yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not cull the roaming packs. Here, map if I may, right there. Those are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave you to it. Come, Honor, I must return to my rounds. Why would... Oh dear, do be careful, my lady. Why would wolves attack travelers? I mean, I guess these are Final Fantasy wolves. They do be feisty. Oh, is this gonna be like a thing where he wanted to get us away and then he runs off to do something stupid? Tale as old as time. Oh, well, we do got some ghost wolves, so there is that, I guess. Sidewinders, just friggin' over the top ability. But we love over the top abilities. Oh, well, he's still here. Wolves Bane, it pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds and that all is well in Falcon's Nest. Oh, and there was a grizzled fellow looking for you, know, the one who made that arsonist confess. Clever that. Huh. Thancred, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there. What? Oh, for some reason I thought he was talking about the guy we questioned, but no, he was talking about the guy who questioned him, so Thancred, okay. Fair enough. Oh, what's up? Fancy meeting you here, indeed. 'Twas fortunate I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest then and see what other trifling tasks he may have for us. Whoa, not that. And there you are, a pair of gallant heroes if I ever saw them. Comrades in arms reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice have you guaranteed the safety of our many guests. On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there is not left to do but to enjoy our well-earned respect. Well, how about that? Oh, and this should of course go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us, yes? Artaria wouldn't understand. Right then, the first floor of those barracks have been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? For once, a suggestion with which I agree. Go on ahead, I will join you in all. Alright. Oh. I'm just going into a cutscene. Okay. Got a guy on the floor. Got some people hanging out.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
An earnest maid, okay.
Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks.
That's a big mug. Jeez.
Freed food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting.
Well, you hopefully
When I heard
fight
about
for
the
peace.
conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit. My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
Okay, she's acting kind of sus now. Oh golly. So what, she poisoned me? Oh golly Wally. Okay.
You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest? After all you've done, I'd say you're dead.
Quick, throw the mug at her face.
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
Oh, there's more than one of you? Oh no. It just never ends. You know, everyone's so pissed off at the dragons, but then they do all this stuff to each other. It's like, are you guys sure the dragons were ever really the bad guys? You guys do some messed up stuff.
My son. They told me he walks in Halone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future.
What? So your ancestors killed dragons to start the war. Your Pope lies to you about it the whole time. But we still just gotta blame the dragons, because they killed your family.
But he was my future, my flesh and blood, my heart.
I guess we're never rational about these things. All that matters is vengeance.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them.
They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin.
We're just not good with empathy, are we? So how do you feel about the dragons you've killed, Home Slice? Do they not deserve Anything?
All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
He's just a convincing man.
We do. They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
Man, these are some dramatic people.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
And when you get how many more people killed, are you gonna feel good about yourselves? Like, how does this work? Doesn't matter if more people die. What matters is that we keep killing them. Thancred, tell me you noticed a problem. No one got me off the floor? Was it all a conspiracy?
Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Oh god. Okay. What happened? I'm sure it's been delightful. Well, we got a lot of poisons going on, or what?
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians.
The honeyed
The
words.
peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your
What is happening?
husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
She's off her honkers, that's for sure.
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Madeline, what are you doing?
Yes, my lord.
So, what, he shoots her down? Oh, gosh.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward.
Well, you also poisoned me, so I don't know if that's how I would put it.
This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
Oh, she got shot again? Oh my gosh. Holy crap.
What have you done?
What have you done?
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
This is getting out of hand, isn't it? I get poisoned. She starts shrieking. This guy just shoots her twice. And I don't know why these people are on the ground.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Man, you wish Guardians are some wild folk. Some wild folk. Well, it's good to see that the streets are looking okay after that cutscene. I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the first commander and Lord Arturo are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with the messenger, said that they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Emmanuel has returned to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore, it falls to us to ensure that order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. Man. Oh, those men, everything for what? It's a good question, my man. Good question. Jose Lu. They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were as a dagger in my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough, that their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it, or will there be others like them and the True Brothers? I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I do not know if I even can. Well, you guys have been killing each other for a while. And the Pope was sending you guys to your deaths whether you liked it or not. I'd heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it'd be a good idea to let him have the run of Falcon's Nest? Well, I say I'm in Sarah to take their bloody change and shove it up their arses. I'll not be taken in by that rot again. Oh. He is kind of a silly fellow, isn't he? Well, what say you? So the violence is past, but people are far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed squarely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester, one whose words resonated with the hearts of many. After all, who among us has not lost loved ones? Lord of the First One should have returned by now. Alright. To the tavern then. Their first order of business will be to speak with Lord Emmanuel, and I somehow doubt that he has moved an ill since last we saw him. Okay. My apologies, I bear full responsibility for this debacle. Yep, it's all your fault, Lucia. There'll be time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we do now? According to the initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman whom Lord Emmanuel ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcus, poisoning his servants and guests. Several were taken alive, others resisted and were struck down. Still others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fairy, no civilians were seriously injured. Still, more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives, for the time being at least. The Dragons are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictus who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Well, if the minute the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protests, the people seem disillusioned. You spoke with them then, I see. Yep. Saramark places trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we have come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before and will do so again. If we can but find a means to remind them, to show them once more that promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference pending Sir Emmerich's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Will you deliver my report to Lord Commander in my stead? Sure thing. Get up, Emmanuel, you're going with her. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions in person. Is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come, Honor. Your manservant's not here. In fact, I've not seen him for some time. Honor, I could have sworn he was. Oh no, honor it, no. We must find him. Where are you, honor it? Oh. Well, that was easy. What's up, honor it? He's on the ground.
Onawa!
Oh, it's Ottawa. Huh. Never would have thought.
No, no. What have they done to you? Onawa! Onawa!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Onawa?
Don't tell me he just died.
Calm yourself.
Oh,
But
it's
it's
like, what the
imperative we
heck?
get him inside and into the care of a Kyrujin without delay.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces!
Never that easy.
Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Do I hit him? That would have been great, though. Should have slapped him.
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
Damn, Thancred. True, though. So he punches Thancred.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it. I have.
Oh, I'm so glad Thancred punched him in the face. That's so great. Ugh. You know, some people may have died, some protesters going crazy, but at least we had that. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is the past, and there's not to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this, but he... You're right, Thancred, you're right. Speak the truth. I have no desire to wait for the Lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend to at Ishgard. That we do. Alright, where are we going? Darn cat opening my door like that and then just leaving. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. Just remember that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? Well, funny you say that. I see, so that is the truth. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away. Is it any wonder that they were left bereft? And for what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmund, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorying in their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniable righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long to serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Heirs of the Alliance for joint military exercises to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and a watch to take the field as allies, a unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, a declaration to all and sundry that we are strong and united as ever. Man, that music, though. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true, but if we should be defeated, though even to hold our own against the cream of three nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well, you may count on my support for what little it is worth. However, I request I would have my son Amelin take part in the grand melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. And as you wish, my lord, if that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. So that is their solution, a grand melee to not the people. And what part would they have you play in this, Fairwater? You whom they have taken under their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? I will stand for my friends and comrades, not a nation. It is getting up to be a bit much, isn't it? Oh, that's kind of funny. I like that. You say then, yet here you are, here we are. This is, after all, the life we chose. In any event, let us not forget that the Ascians sought to profit from this war. To put an end to it is to put an end to their plot, and that, my friend, is ever a worthy cause. So for this grand melee of his, Sir Emmerich wishes to field a force comprising both his temple knights and Hilda's watch. Yes, I can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Fair enough. Oh, Lucia's right here. Yeah, what's up, Lucia? Well met. Have you spoken with Sir Emmerich? I have indeed. I was aware of the Alliance's request, so Sir Emmerich would turn these acts into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficiency of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch... Did you know how considerate Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition? Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray, deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best man, not her most dispensable. Ha. Fair enough. Where am I going? Down into the broom. I think it's been telling me all about Hammerick's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join it. It's nice of him to invite us at all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, because we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Well, it seems the first commander's gone and handpicked our guest. Can't say I disagree with her choice, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fine too? Reckon it inspired the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned, and I'll think about it. I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lord. Have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he's not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search foundation and you the pillars. Oh boy. Aw, he's right here. I carried onward to the manor. Our best Trojans are tend to him as we speak. He has yet to wake, but surely he will. I think he was just, you know, giving a few fists to the face. So father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family always making my decisions for me. No, it's not like that. It's just, oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the woman you want to be, whereas I am a son of House Fortemps. Don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes, but not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I'd convinced myself I was above it until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw honor, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame, but in the end there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Samurai. I will make my own decision. Oh, good for you. Good character building. Good to see you from Albert. I see very well.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed. Showing some grit.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
Is it Thancred? I knew it wasn't Thancred.
An adventurer beholden to none, who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time?
Think long and hard on it.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
God's help me, I think it might be love. I guess it might be cheating too. Your presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when he nodded to us? A look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. Still, his honesty doesn't credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause, but that would be improper. This is their fight and yours, but not mine. Oh, whoops. Sorry, the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The Grand Melee will be held here in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment and inside of the capital. An announcement has been made and ally forces are currently en route. As Fishguard are upon us, we must not fail. Rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against allied forces outside of Cartano, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world. Alright. Alrighty. And with that, we are done for the day. Gotta pick up my car, run some errands before going to sleep. Pretty good thing overall. We're gonna do this good old Grand Melee tonight. Should be fun. Thanks for stopping by, Chili. It was a pleasure as always. And anyone else, even Eileen.